The wife panicked as she watched her husband suddenly suffer a heart attack and collapse right on top of her. Using every bit of strength she had, she pushed his lifeless body upward with her feet. But he couldn't hold his balance. In the blink of an eye, he slipped from her legs and crashed straight onto the floor. She hurried to sit up and check on him, but all she could see was one of his arms sticking out from behind the bed. A cold wave of terror surged through her. This was her husband's remote countryside house. There wasn't a single neighbor nearby. She tried to remove the handcuffs, but the shape of the wooden bedpost perfectly trapped the metal ring in place. The more she struggled, the more helpless she felt. She convinced herself this had to be some twisted prank. She begged her husband to get up, to stop messing around. But when she saw blood starting to spread across the floor, her mind completely collapsed. Evening soon arrived. She was exhausted, drained of all strength. Suddenly, she heard movement at the door. She shouted for help with everything she had, only to watch a stray dog wander inside. Hopelessness crushed her again. At first, she was only disappointed. But then she noticed the dog's glowing green eyes, slowly locking onto her husband's body. A sense of dread hit her instantly. No matter how she screamed or kicked, the dog wouldn't leave the room. It even began tearing at her husband's hand. Desperate, she grabbed a book within reach and threw it at the dog, but the stray refused to leave. Tears burst out of her as she broke down crying. And then, her husband suddenly stood up. For 3 seconds, she felt pure relief, until her eyes drifted downward and saw her husband's actual corpse still lying on the floor. 2 identical husbands. Her mind went completely blank. The standing husband urged her to stay calm. No one was coming. She had to save herself. With his encouragement, her panic slowly faded. Gritting her teeth, she forced her hand through the cuff, scraping her skin raw. After relentless effort, she finally freed one hand. The second one was much easier. With just a few pulls, she snapped the bedpost clean off and slipped out of the remaining cuff. She stepped away, ready to escape, but when she turned her head, she froze. She was still lying on the bed, still chained, still trapped.